And so, yeah, it's I'm about 15 minutes into this preview of the new Doctor Who episode, and all I could think is, "Where is your God now, Western man?" Hmm. Hey. So
That's the first thing that was coming to your mind when you're talking about the Doctor Who.
absolutely. Well, no, that's what I feel every time I watch Doctor Who. It's just such a. I mean, it's so incorrigibly multicultural brainwashing. The West is the best and free speech for all, but don't make TV shows the way you want to.
I guess so. Jesus Christ. I don't. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Midweek Saints. I don't think I think actually I am probably more discombobulated than Nick is, and Nick has been traveling all fucking day.
Yeah, went down to Boston. Had a bit of a meetup last night. Got to hang with Vernaculus. Day is Dead. Royski from Very Nearly Viral. He's stateside right now, as well as good old Pallet Beard was there.
Mhm.
All made possible thanks to Bobby, who goes by Do Not Troll on Me on Twitter. Good friend of mine. Anna Hata Hearts is up for a visit. We missed our bus by just about a minute. And there I am, like, well, I'm sure this will work out somehow. And then all of a sudden, Bobby's like, oh shit, hey guys, so they nuked my other Twitter. So hey, we still going to Boston? Poof. Wonderful fucking night. Yeah, last night had a bunch of drinks with them. Went out and then we went to get pizza. And as they were closing, this pizza shop gave us a pizza and a half for the price of two slices.
Holy shit. That's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, Anna was very determined to take it back with her, but then after carrying it around this morning, she was she's like, I'm all set with carrying this pizza around. And then, believe it or not, Boston, covered in homeless people. We went through them, nearly a dozen of them, before we got one to take this pizza. They're all, it's like, hey, we want some pizza? Nah, I'm good. But aren't you homeless? Finally, one.
I want some booze.
Yeah, well, finally one old guy was like, "Oh, can I have a slice?" It's like, dude, you can have the whole thing. So, yeah,
That's
all in all,
awesome.
it was a fantastic time. Made it back here in time to get cleaned up and get ready for this show. And I don't know what's got you discombobulated, Jeff. What's going on with you?
Just too much work, man. Between like this crazy GoFundMe that I'm fighting, a bunch of anti-vaxxers, Trump appointing Doctor Fucking Oz. I'm still triggered by that, by the way. We covered it on Sunday, but my God, I'm still just completely
You
fucked
know,
up over it.
you should go check out Mouthy Buddha's new video because I'm still trying to put it together in my head, but I think what he's trying to say is that aliens and UFOs are giving us a change of cosmic perspective and that we all need to be better so
I
that
did see
even though
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, yeah, maybe Dr. Oz is just what the nation needs in this time of uncertainty.
I got from it that Kanye West is a space alien, honestly. No, not
You
honestly. Not
you're
honestly.
you're just now picking up on this?
No, well, I mean, I already knew that to begin with, but no, Mouthy Buddha did make a really, really entertaining video today. It was
Yeah.
good.
It was.
The messaging behind it was fantastic. He does really like UFO stuff though, like super
Yeah.
into it, which is
Well, I
cool.
mean, well,
It's
it's funny
different.
because
It's different.
yeah,
That's why I like it. It's different. Oh
it
fuck.
is. It is. I mean, the cool thing with it too, though, it's funny because it does kind of remind me back, like maybe like 10, 12, 15 years ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
Friends of mine started really getting into like conspiracy theories, like really hardcore, right?
All right.
And my buddy used to just give me these burned CDs of these
The government got him.
like lie around in my dark ass apartment just listening to these things like, oh my god, USOs are real. Oh god, they're gonna come and get me for listening to this. And I'm watching that again. I'm like, oh, it's fascinating. I want to know more about those like lights at the Air Force Base though.
I miss the old coast to coast AM shows. There was one that I'll never forget, and it was a guy who was claiming that while he was on the phone, he was flying over Area 51, and that he was gonna like while he's on the phone describe what's going on. And keep in mind, this is before everybody had cell phones too, so it was kind of one of those like, do you really have like a fucking $15,000 satellite phone? I don't think so. I
Hmm.
don't fucking think so. But yeah, no, that was hilarious. And then of course he gets cut off and shit, and he's like, I see strange lights coming at me. Oh God, oh God, this has been
Well,
so and so, and I'm over a 51. Wah! It was
no,
hilarious.
what was the what's her name? I think it was Abby Martin from RT, right? Was that her name?
Uh, what are we talking about?
Yeah. Oh, no, no, it's just funny because like one of the classic 9/11 conspiracy theory pieces of evidence is that like, oh, these cell phone calls were supposedly made from flight 93, and you can't
Oh
make cell phone.
yeah.
I remember I caught her one time on Twitter. She was harping on and on and on about this because she's a big nine. She was a 9/11 truther for a while. And it was funny because I'm like, well, I actually like 2 weeks ago just got off a flight where I was chatting with my girlfriend while in the air. I was kind of surprised it worked, but sometimes it works. She's like, what kind of cell phone do you have? Who do you work for? Like, no, 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 no. I'm not with NSA. Trust me, I don't make that kind of money.
Who keeps naming you in fucking Discord? It has to be one of the moderators. I think it's Anahata who keeps doing it.
What does
Is
it
it
say now?
Pigeon's Shit Salad?
No, no, that was me. I
Oh,
did
that
that
was you.
last week.
Okay, what is
Yeah.
that about? What is that about?
Well, nothing. Originally, it was just pigeon shit salad, as in a salad made of pigeon shit. But then, like, yeah, actually, I was talking with you. I think that was, yeah, when we were talking last week on midweek, and you're like, pigeons shit salad. I'm like, oh, that's even better.
Oh
So,
yeah. Okay. No. 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 I do remember that
no.
now. We got. Let's see. 100 biddies from Noble Yeti. He says, "Nick, come take these Kirkland lights off my hands."
I actually have my bike up, dude. So I might try to swing down into town next week, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good shit. Um. Oh my God. What the fuck? Okay. So. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Earlier today, I randomly found myself watching an anime mafia stream. That's not actually really a thing, but some people in our Discord might have recognized some of the names of the anime mafia. They did decide to visit our Discord a few weeks ago, but ever since then, one of them's been messaging me and is now extolling the virtues of their cult is better than our cult. And I need to apparently come in or I'm going to get hacked. So I guess at some point I'm gonna have to go enlist in the anime mafia. Do it.
Well, I mean, well, I mean, you're not doing it now. Well, I mean, just get liquored up.
Anime
Drink.
sucks. Anime is fucking terrible. Trash. Trash.
Mm.
Mmm.
I'm just trying to think of a way to incorporate an anime joke into an ethno state joke. I'll come up with it. Don't worry.
All right.
It'll
All
be
right.
fun. Yeah,
All right.
it'll be fun.
We'll wait.
This is a pretty good enterprise right here. It's
Isn't
yeah,
it?
just yeah. I mean, like, let me see. I'm just good. There's a delay, but I want to see if that looks because I
That
mean
actually
that's
looks
about
pretty
what they
good.
were doing.
That
Yeah.
looks that actually looks really good. Surprisingly.
Excellent. Well, I guess that's how we're gonna go about bringing up our first article if we're gonna get into it. So,
No, actually, what's really funny? Wait until I. Yes, keep doing that. That's good. That's very good, actually.
oh
Um,
wait, no, that's a little above it. There we go.
okay,
Yep.
because
These buttons do nothing.
because
What are we
because
even
check
doing?
this shit out. So our first article of the day. Keep looking, Nick. Keep looking. Our
All
first
right.
article of the day is. I'm going to change your nappy. Is that okay? Experts claim parents should ask babies for permission before changing diaper.
That's it's exceptionally important.
Did you see? No, now we're in
I'm
front of the view
I'm
screen.
I'm looking at it now. Holy shit, that worked! Wow, I didn't know those chairs turned around like that. There's so much to that set that they just never let
Sure
on.
does. Woo! See,
Yeah.
the chairs they turn. See?
Yeah. See, now I'll say so. Yeah, we this was sort of a last minute pick, but it's been around all day. I'm sure you guys have probably seen it now. I'm going to change your nappy. Is that okay? Yeah, that's apparently no. I'm not answering your fucking questions. Mirror.com. You can kiss my ass.
Is
You're
this
gonna have to.
actually is this actually a video?
No, it's just all of us. Is it? I don't know. I just found it. If we got it.
Okay. I'm gonna look into it and see if I can actually find the video. But go ahead and read.
Well, I got to get through Mirror's bullshit real quick.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and read it because there we go, there we go. A sexuality expert. God, I love it that we can all be experts on anything now that we've got Twitter. A
Mm-hmm.
sexuality expert has said parents should ask babies for their permission before changing their nappies in order to set up a culture of consent from birth. Deanne Carson, who describes herself on Twitter as a sexuality educator, speaker, and author, made the claim while speaking on ABC in footage above. Why the fuck is it? You know what? I'm gonna go put fucking God King of Botswana in my Twitter bio and see how fast I get BBC invites. Jesus fuck.
That'd be cool.
She said she works with children from 3 years old on issues surrounding consent. Why? But added that parents are advised to introduce ideas much earlier. Yes, when you're ladies, if you're pregnant right now, all right, you need to just look down to your bellies and just repeat the mantra: no means no, no means no. That way, when the babies come out, they'll be completely they'll just be well-adjusted human beings. Deanne recognized that babies are unable to give an answer, but said it's important to use eye contact to teach them their response matters. Despite the fact that newborns can't see anything but like blurs and blobs until their eyes fully form up. On a segment aired on consent laws, this is the fucking thing. These people air segments on consent, and then this fucking pink-haired crackpot is who they get. Like, I swear to Christ, their booking agent must just be some dude on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we work with children from 3 years old. We work with parents from birth. So you find the parents when they're born, knowing that they're going to have children with consent issues, and then work with them the whole time. Good God, this thing is hideous. Deanne acknowledged babies would not be able to answer, but said it's still important. So I understand that this makes no sense, but it's really important that we go through with it. The reporter seemed confused and asks, from birth? Yes. Just about how to set up a culture of consent in their homes. So I'm going to change your nappy now. Is that okay? Dion responded. Of course, baby is not going to respond, yes, Mom, that's awesome. I'd love to have my nappy changed. But if you leave a space and wait for body language and wait to make eye contact, then you're letting the child know that their response matters. I'm going to guess that this kind of, crackpot bitch doesn't have kids, because here's the thing: your kids give you consent to change their diapers the moment they start screaming and wailing because their diapers are full of shit. Many viewers seem confused by her suggestion, with Twitter users saying, I'm not hearing this right, surely, and I'm dumbfounded. One wrote, if this doesn't qualify for lefty lunacy. Another agreed, adding, absolute lunacy. The world has gone completely mad.
The leftists.
They'll imagine my nappy.
Fuck you. Oh my God.
I will say this much. I mean, if this one person on Earth I really want to see cover this, it's Randomer Cam, especially with all that DMT he's apparently smoking these days.
Oh yeah. Really? Wait, Randomer Cam has some DMT?
I don't know, but did you see his last video? Holy shit.
No.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Okay, so I did find a video of this. Should I send you the MyCircle link?
Just, you know what, we can well, I mean, it's not as though I can access it from here, but go ahead and play it, because I'm really curious to see what this crazy woman's on about.
Okay. Let me see here.
Sergeant Buck. Well, imagine my shot.
Oh, very good. This is from some random dudes.
How young are some of the children you talk to?
Okay.
We work from children from 3 years old. We work with parents from birth.
From birth?
Yeah. Just about how to set up a culture of consent in their homes. So I'm going to change your nappy now. Is that
a culture of consent from birth?
Yeah. I didn't consent to being born, you dumb bitch.
okay?
Dude, don't pick at holes. She didn't give her consent. Just wait for her eye contact and the random arm flailing.
Right.
But if you leave a space and wait for body language,
I'm trying to think of what Star Trek alien this thing reminds me of, but for the life of me, it's...
Hang on. I gotta hear what she just said. What the fuck is this? Hang on.
Changed. But if you leave a space and wait for body language and wait to make eye contact, then you're letting that child know that their response matters.
Okay, hang on. And then the dude has the laughing Mexican. Okay. This bothers me quite a bit because I too have recently, unfortunately, over the past 6 months, heard somebody talking about with eye contact and showing your intention towards a baby to see if you're going to get their consent. Um, does anybody want to take maybe a crack at who I'm thinking of or who I'm talking about? Uh,
Amos.
that'd be right. That would be exactly right. That was
I never get these bar trivia questions right. It's great.
he don't win a good prize for that one. But
Oh.
except for the crippling knowledge of that you ever had to listen to Amos fucking Yee.
I
But
made a point of not doing that. See, this is the same sort of thing I used to ask all the old anti-SJWs when they'd find like the really crazy shit. Be like, "How is it you watch all of this and don't kill yourself?"
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's distressing. That's why it's like really fucking weirding me out. Let's see what this did this guy get any more? Oh
Yeah.
no, I think it's just the laughing.
You know what?
Mix with
You know what it is. You remember. You remember that everyone remembers the Fifth Element. What we don't what no one knows is that this is actual Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg's great grandmother.
Really, really.
Yeah, look at her. Compare
Uh,
her. Yeah, just look at her, and we'll compare her to Zorg. Granted,
okay.
the genes refined. They got a bit better. Her great grandson, their great great grandson, ended up looking a bit like Gary Oldman. But as we
Okay.
could tell, they're both batshit fucking crazy.
Pretty crazy. Pretty
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah. No, I mean to try and bury the shame of his great grandmother's actions. That's why he went into arms dealing, which is a far more respectable profession than being a feminist commentator talking about consent from babies to change their shitty diapers.
Right. No, I agree.
Call me fucked up, but hey.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm getting kind of a Zorg vibe from it. Sort of. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the heavy brow, the
Yeah.
yeah, I mean even when this thing is smiling, it's still, and I say thing respecting the pronouns because I haven't been told what the pronouns of this thing are, so it's a thing, it's gender neutral. Keep in mind, it and thing are gender neutral pronouns.
That's correct.
Thing self.
God damn.
Oh no, but by the way, my new pronouns I would like to announce this are Zorg and Zorg self.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I'd like to also mention, as you know, like this midweek Saints brought to you by the 24th anniversary Blu-ray edition of Fifth Element. Yeah, it's coming out on Blu-ray soon. You go ahead and catch it. Use the affiliate link. YouTube Saints, and get a very
It did not come out in 1994.
no, it didn't.
Yeah.
I think it came out in '98.
Uh.
Yeah, but all the same, use the Amazon affiliate link, YouTube Saints, and get yourself an email saying that doesn't do anything for you. So, cheers.
97. It came out 21 years ago.
Hmm.
There are people who were born the day that this movie came out that can actually drink legally.
It's okay, Jeff. We knew we were old when we had childless feminists explaining to get consent to change diapers. Let's move on to the next story, shall we? Say it with me. Say it with me. Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg.
I also just realized, like, I guess I turned off something on here that I wasn't supposed to. There we go. Okay, cool. That's better. Yeah, let's switch over here. I'm gonna do a quick transition. Shunk, 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 shunk.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You know, I kind of like, one of these days we're gonna have to do just a show with nothing but Zorg, like as the background, just like even on a movie screen, just Zorg.
Just Zorg.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
We can get
we could do that today.
Who do we know that? Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, Fat Pat. He's got that same kind of haircut. We could just we could bring him in, and then we could just have Zorg's image up there, and we'll be like, wow, I knew he had a southern accent, but I didn't know it was Georgia. Shit.
I could just do.
Yeah, we are the Zorg collective. Resistance is futile.
I can do this. So when we don't have anything up, it's just Zorg behind us.
There we go.
Do that.
Actually, you know what? Is there any chance you can make Zorg the wipe? the transition wipe.
No, there is no way I can do that very quickly.
Just a picture of Zorg. Praise Zorg.
Well,
Praise
I mean,
Zorg.
I could definitely make that happen at some point, but I can't do it like right now. And watch me get like so inspired, I like load up fucking After Effects and shit, and I'm like fucking trying to make CGI during the show. Fuck that, no way. I have limits.
We can't all be Byro. Praise be to Byro and his wondrous skills.
Yeah, he does have some good skills. Okay, next up, museum to display mummified monkey found in air duct. Minneapolis, a mummified monkey that was found in the air ducts of a former department store in downtown Minneapolis last month is going on display. The Star Tribune reports that the Science Museum of Minnesota plans to display the monkey in its St. Paul lobby, which requires no admission fee. The remains were discovered last month in the air ducts of what used to be the flagship store for the Dayton's department store chain, which was owned by Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton's family. Dayton recalled working at the store in the 1960s when one of the floors was transformed into a rainforest display, complete with live monkeys and birds. He said one monkey got loose and scurried into an air duct. It was not seen again. Well, they found it.
Yeah, hey, how about that? And all y'all been shopping at the department store ever since? You've been breathing in dead monkey.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And Crispy Gin asked the most relevant and important question, and I hope we can actually get a good title for this episode with this joke. Did they ask for consent to remove it?
Did they ask consent? Well, I mean, consensual monkey corpses is a little on the nose.
Yeah, but I think we should probably try and avoid the word corpse if we want to try and monetize it at all.
That's true. Consensual monkey nappies.
Why not just consensual monkey?
The consensual monkey.
It's like the it's like the conceptual penis, but better, cause it's a monkey.
And it's consensual.
That's right. Okay. And we're all about consent.
Yeah, I don't think the consensual monkey penis would work, would it?
No.
Though it is a fun bit of wordage, verbiage. It's fun verbiage. I love verbiage. I have a whole crisper drawer full of fresh verbiage.
Wait a minute. In proper English, is consensual? It doesn't have a T anymore. You replace the T with the S?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, Mr. Published Author.
Fuck off. I went through. I had my book. I had my book edited 3 fucking times because I was that bad. I was super bad.
Right now, Vernaculus is like just he's getting this spidey sense while he's out at dinner, and he's just punching himself in the dick inexplicably. Like, Jeff's published. I forgot.
It's self-published. It's not that cool. Come on, man. Shit. All right. Anyway, sure that's good there. Yeah, that's good there. Okay. All right. This next one's pretty
consensual monkey state.
Consensual monkey cummies. No.
There we go. Yeah. So this next one, this is the New York Post piece, right?
Yeah. If you're ready for this one.
Oh, I got this one.
Okay.
Extremely drunk man tried to have sex with car tailpipe.
Cops.
Say the cops. Cops. Yeah. I fuck off with your. Fucking, oh my God, New York Post. Newton, Kansas.
Yep, Kansas.
I mean, the only thing that'd make it better is if it was fucking Florida. Newton, Kansas. Authorities say an extremely intoxicated man, who was not me, who was attempting to have sex with the tailpipe of a car in central Kansas, was subdued with a stun gun after he refused to stop.
Hang on a second. So the cops, well, I'm assuming it was the cops that stunned him. Maybe it was like some old grandma or something like that.
Might have been himself. It might have been one of those weird David Carradine sort of things where he just loves a good.
Yeah.
But
no, but okay.
Stop.
So before, no, I'm hung up on that. I'm totally hung up on that. So somebody came upon this man having sex with the tailpipe of a car. And he had to be stunned because when people asked him to stop fucking the car, he refused. Okay.
Apparently, what I'm wondering is like what kind of car was it? Because like unless he was really short, he must have had some serious like. I mean, So you're that drunk, right? But consider the average height of a car tailpipe. Yeah.
You gotta get low. You gotta commit.
You got to get low. You got to commit. And honestly, like the amount of coordination that went into this, given his BAC, is pretty fucking impressive. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if it's not like maybe one of those state-dependent activities in which like he learned to fuck tailpipes while he was hammered, but he couldn't do it sober. You know, kind of like me. Kind of like me in this show. It's kind of an equivalent thing when you think about it.
When you said state-dependent, I was like, what? Is it taught in like a community college or something? But no. Oh my God.
What's wrong? Yeah, so Newton Lieutenant Scott Powell says the 24-year-old man was taken to an emergency room Tuesday because of his life-threateningly high 0.35 blood alcohol level and possible drug use. I'm guessing it was probably like the meth or the coke that kept his heart going at that point. Ooh. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm not, you know, we can all go comparing our BACs and bad days, but that is... Whew. Wow, that is impressive.
That is a legendary blood alcohol content. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the kind of blood alcohol content you need to fuck a tailpipe, apparently. I mean, I'm glad for the dude, because like in just reading that, it says he was taken to the emergency room because of, my thinking is like, had somebody just turned the car off? And he's like, yeah, I love putting my dick in a nice warm place. Ba-bam. And it's like, yeah, he had to be taken to the emergency room with 3rd-degree burns around his Johnson, but he was just so drunk, he just couldn't get away.
Y2KNW says maybe he thought he was a dinosaur. Dinosaurs fuck cars. I've seen it on the internet. That's true.
That is true.
Trains. Ooh, gay fish. Ooh, gay fish. Shit. And I also know that trains get fucked by dragons. I've seen that.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, trains also fuck mountainsides too. We've seen that. Yep, Drawn Together. I'll never forget that show. Powell says the man had a possible head injury and, quote, was completely oblivious to everyone standing around and telling him to stop. So here's the thing. I want y'all to take your mental image of what happened there. Initially, my thinking was it's some guy in a parking lot and he starts fucking this car's tailpipe, and maybe one person called the cops and then the cops showed up. But no, it was this was like this was apparently a public exhibition thing. He was just banging away at this Honda Civic. I really want to find out what kind of car it was.
I know.
And next up on regular car reviews, we're going to fuck this Chevy Impala and see who comes first.
Okay, so like, you know Whitney, Wisconsin, she the legendary dog fucker on the internet, she once made a video describing which dogs are better humpers and which ones are better lickers, and the pros and cons of which dogs to have sex with. I want this guy to do that, but which cars are the best to fuck?
Yeah, this is honestly coming to you from YouTube Saints Incorporated in the fall. Over on Pornhub, it's going to be car fucker reviews. That's right. It's going to be like, all right, today we're going to be we've got a little trick for him. We've got him reviewing a Tesla. Now, if any of you are familiar, Tesla's an electric car. Doesn't have an exhaust pipe. Let's see if he figures this one out.
I think they do have I think they still have exhaust pipes.
Well, I can't afford a Tesla. How would I know that?
I don't know.
And why would they? They're electric cars. What's their exhaust?
They still have to pull air in and push air out. Still have to do that because it's still an engine.
Okay, all right. So in that case, he'll probably actually end up finding the air intake to get a good blowjob from it.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, see? I haven't thought about this before, ever.
I think Elon Musk is probably smart enough that he knows people are going to try and fuck a Tesla, so he doesn't make it, phallic or anything. It's like, you'd have to have, a rectangle-shaped dick to be able to get in there, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, if enough of these stories keep coming out, maybe instead of selling new cars with emergency lights, they'll just be like fleshlights in the glove box. It's like, listen, the tailpipe gets hot, leave it alone. Fuck this instead. Why are you mounting that in the tailpipe? Yes, I know Teslas are sexy-looking cars, but come on, seriously. Now, meanwhile, the design team, the manufacturer's just like, we did pretty good, guys. Yeah.
This chat is fucking killing me. Chat where it's like, what would you do if you walked out of Drug Mart to find someone fornicating with your car? I mean, I would politely ask, because it's not really hurting my car for some dude to fuck the tailpipe. I would, like these people, politely ask them to stop. Like, please
I'd
stop having sex with my car right now.
No, I mean, well, see, I like what our pink-haired Zorgian friend there had to say, and I think honestly, like, the most important thing to do is check and make sure they get the car's consent.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys all remember back in the '90s, we had that, like, it was a big thing, like, my car talks, and it's just like the door is ajar, and it's like, no, it's like, I do not consent. Get it out of me. Help, rape. That's gonna be the future of car alarms. It's not someone's trying to steal your car. It's someone's trying to fuck your car. You're welcome.
Car did not consent. Did not consent.
Powell says the man is expected to be released from the hospital Thursday. We wish you a speedy recovery, anonymous car fucker. Police submitted a report. Yeah, it's like that scene in it's like that scene in Super Troopers. It's like, do you require assistance? Car fucker, do you require assistance?
No, I've got it.
Police submitted a report to city prosecutors recommending a misdemeanor charge of lewd and lascivious behavior. Nothing had been filed as of Thursday. What the fuck? I can only imagine, like, what, like, a fucking city clerk would feel like a court clerk when they're having to shuffle up the docket. Lewd and lascivious. Whoa, what? Really? Excuse me, I need to go out to the parking lot and make sure that my Volkswagen is safe.
Cynic asked, would a Prius be submissive? Probably, yeah.
Depend. Well, that's the thing about those hybrids. They go both ways. You can never really tell with them. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I saw Mikey Rollins complaining about, I think it was Shu being a turf, or not a turf, or transphobe or something. It's like, Mikey, listen, the whole trans argument, that's old news, bro. You got to get in on the automotive, the autosexuals, right? These are people who need your support. And I swear to God, if people like Shu on Head just keep disrespecting them and being autophobes, well, I mean, we're going to have to start a club, bro.
That's right.
Much love and respect.
Tickle Trunk gifted a sub to JT Yearsley. Mr. Tickle Trunk also donated. Missing the first midweek show since its inception. Love the show, etc., etc. Ball washing, blah, blah, blah. Just wanted to hear the Gay Fish song again. Fucking knock it out of the park tonight. Peace. Oh, peace. Oh, okay. All right.
Peace. What?
Take care.
Shit. Wait. Well, thank you, brother. That's always appreciated.
Thank you, Tickle Trunk.
I know.
Oh my God. Yeah. So a dude fucked a car. I mean, if you've been on the internet a while, I'm sure you've seen a picture of a dude fucking a car. Like it's happened a few times.
Who hasn't fucked a car?
I have not fucked a car.
Well, I mean, I guess you weren't in college long enough, were you?
I guess not.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean, you know.
That throws in a whole question of, like, how accurate Van Wilder was. Like, you know, it's a good movie. It's really funny. Ryan Reynolds is pretty great. But, you know, you're in college that long. You fuck a car.
Yeah, I had a Mustang once. Fucked like a racehorse. Oh, wait. No, that's not the phrase, is it? No. It is now. Fuck like a racehorse. Ooh, still don't like that. That's okay. It's too late now. Yeah, there we go. I've established new canon. There you are. Enjoy it. And now those 2018 Mustangs, though, I will say I get a bit of a boner every time I see one.
Abort stream.
Oh, and yes, by the way, the prospective parents out there, make sure to get your fetus's consent before aborting it.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea. You should.
The more you know.
Yeah. Honestly, you need to get consent. You need.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hang on. There we go. She needs to be watching us from behind. We had Sword before.
Oh, I like this. Medier says, "I bet it's a 4-stroke."
I know I am. Wait.
Hey, look at that. At least you're not a 2-stroke. Yeah, the Weasel says, I don't know. I have no car. Meteor says, doesn't mean you can't have sex with one.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so last article of the night. Are we gonna do this? Yeah, let's do this Colorado State University one. There's audio. So I think the audio was released, and I kind of wanted to hear it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it though, except on the playback.
I caught it earlier.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Larry Kubiak, subscribe. What's up? 5 months in a row, man. Much love, Sans. I'm late to the party, but still got to show some love to you, mad fuckers. Keep being mad. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. All right. So our last story is a mom on a college tour called the cops on 2 Native American teens because they made her nervous.
I love the fact too. I'm looking at this on the website on the tablet here, and like it's got the Starbucks arrest, but all I see is a Starbucks sign while we're about to read what sounds like, possibly like the whitest shit you can find outside of brunch at a bed and breakfast.
Oh yeah. For the 2 Native American brothers, Colorado State University was their dream school. But when they showed up for a campus tour, a parent of another prospective student called the police on them because they apparently made her nervous. Friday, the university police released the audio of the 911 call in which the parent reports the 19-year-old Thomas Kanawakaran Gray and 17-year-old Lloyd Skanawati Gray. She says their behavior is odd and that they're wearing black clothing. The school also released footage of officers pulling the teens out of the group to question them. Critics are holding up the incident as just an example of racial profiling. In the past few weeks, 2 African-American men were arrested for sitting in a Philadelphia Starbucks. A group of African-American women had the cops called on them at a golf course for playing too slowly. We almost featured that last week on MidWeek.
I wish we had, because, I mean, I didn't know speed golf was a fucking... Well, I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know it's what you do when you go to a fucking golf clubs.
Apparently it fucking is. Here, I'm going to move this over a little bit more so it's easier for people to see. And then a gym was forced to apologize after a member felt he was racially profiled and was asked to leave. This incident is sad and frustrating from nearly every angle, particularly the experience of 2 students who are here to see if this is a good fit for them as an institution. Well, obviously fucking not.
Well, wait a second, hang on, because I'm seeing Lloyd here. Clearly a metal fan.
Oh yeah, look at that metal T-shirt.
Yep, that's just trouble. He's got long hair and he's into metal and shit. That can only spell one thing. Stoner.
Well, a Noble Yeti says, dude is wearing a cattle decapitation shirt. The band reached out to them after hearing about it. That's awesome.
That is cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like, well, dude on the left there, Lloyd, he looks a little like my cousin. My cousin's a Blackfoot. Like, he's he's got his New York Jewish mother, and he's got a Blackfoot father. Big boy, bigger boy, quite a bit bigger than this, but yeah. Was into metal for quite a while. Smoked way too much weed. I know how dangerous they can be. Turned into a bike messenger.
Jesus Christ, a fucking horror, dude.
In Portland.
Oh my God! You might as well be a fucking mass murderer. Holy shit. Oh my God. I bet he wears those fucking shoes with toes.
Oh yeah, or like maybe actual like I bet he wears Doc Martens. Holy shit. Yeah. Wait, my cousin or this dude?
Whatever. So
this dude looks more like a Doc Marten kind of guy.
This is fucked up. They arrived a little late for the tour. The teens saved their own money to take the family's only car and drive 7 hours from New Mexico to Fort Collins, Colorado, to visit the campus Monday, their mother told reporters with CNN affiliates. This is their dream school and wanted to give them that opportunity, the mother, Lorraine Gray, said. By the time they showed up, the tour had already begun. A parent participating in the tour called campus police because she was nervous about the presence of 2 young men who joined the tour while it was in progress. Let's see. Anything... It breaks my heart because they didn't do anything to warrant that, Gray told the affiliate. They're walking on their own ancestors' land, so it breaks my heart. They released the body cam footage and the 911 audio.
911. The bitch didn't even she didn't even ask if anything could be done. She immediately just called 911.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. I mean, I'm not big on public humiliation and shit, but my God, whoever this woman is, and I know she watches the show, you're a fucking idiot, bitch. And I hope your kids are justifiably embarrassed by you to the point where they're gonna maybe change their last names and shit, for fuck's sake.
I know. Is the cops talking to him? There's chill. Oh, it's probably because he's wearing a black hoodie with his fucking hood up, and the other kid looks like they're metalheads.
Yeah.
They're Native American metalheads. Whatever. Why is that a fucking problem? Anyway, so let's listen to the audio though. I want to hear this fucking 911 call. I did say 911 earlier, didn't I?
You did.
All right. You're not gonna be able to hear it except in the replay. So.
Yeah. I'll check it out after.
There are two young men that joined our tour that weren't a part of our tour. They're definitely not a part of the tour, and their behavior is just really odd.
They're definitely not a part of the tour, huh? Is that a fact? No, I'd want to hear the fucking call. Is that it? Man, fuck you, CM.
Yeah, well, I like here it says, she says the Greys' behavior is just really odd and that they are wearing dark clothing with weird symbolism and wording on it.
Yeah, that's a metal shirt.
Are you fucking Amish, bitch? What the fuck? How have you gone through your life and never seen the incomprehensible wording of a metal band's name? God damn. One of them has his hand in his sweatshirt pocket, she says, and she could tell they were lying when she asked one of them about what they wanted to study because the other started laughing. I think they're Hispanic, I believe, the mother says when asked about whether or not they were white males.
Wow.
One of them for sure. He said he's from Mexico. I like these kids. I like these guys. Like, are you Hispanic? Yeah. I'm totally from Mexico.
Yeah.
The mother says she feels ridiculous and that she's never called police on anyone white before. Yeah. If it's nothing, I'm sorry, she says, but it actually made me feel feel sick, and I've never felt like that. You never felt sick or embarrassed for being a dumbass? Because, like, the level of dumbass that you accomplished here, lady, I'm pretty sure it's not your first time. Call it a hunch. How did you have your kids? Never mind. In body camera footage, two officers approach Thomas and Lloyd, whose faces are blurred. The officers ask whether the boys are with the group and tell them someone called because they joined the group after the tour started, and they were quiet.
These young men were being polite.
Listen, fellas.
Obvious terrorists.
Thomas, Lloyd, I really hope you watch the show, and I'm sure you do. And in the course of such, I want you to know, like, if you ever encounter this situation again, and you want to, like, say, just sort of de-escalate the situation, make everyone feel comfortable, just go into the parking lot and fuck a car. Apparently, people will just stand around and act like it's completely normal until the police show up.
Make sure you ask for consent.
When asked why they didn't respond to questions by people in the group, why were they fucking being questioned by people in the group? The boy said Lloyd is shy. The police and the Greys make small talk while Lloyd searches through his emails to find one he received after registering for the admissions tour. When he finds it, he shows it to the officer, and the boys are permitted to rejoin the group. School says it regrets the incident. No shit! You think? Yeah, in an exhaustive statement to the school community, Colorado State University President Tony Frank said the university was trying to reach out to the Gray family, but had been unsuccessful. The school would like to reimburse the boys for any travel expenses. I think the uppity bitch ought to, but go for it, school.
Yeah.
The very idea that anyone might look like they don't belong on a CSU admissions tour is anathema, Frank said, adding that he was an English major and he wanted to rub everyone's face in it.
Fuck.
And if you're uncomfortable with the diverse and inclusive academic environment, then you probably have a better fit elsewhere. I can think of some Twitter users who need to step up their game to defend the Western man in cases like this.
Mm-hmm.
Frank noted that he was a white man in a position of authority and that his status gave him privilege. God, why did you have to go there? He also acknowledged that the uptick in racist and anti-Semitic incidents on college campuses in recent years, saying, "We are, in fact, in a battle with hate within our communities. There is no place for hate at Colorado State University, and we will not be silent when we see it." And hey, there's a picture of Sam Elliott below the article. That's great.
Not on mine. No, not on mine.
Well, I got that high quality shit going on apparently.
I guess so.
God damn, you just left that creature up there.
Pinkies up for the fucking metalheads.
Yeah,
boys. Make sure you always ask for consent.
Honestly, like I do hope you and I hope these boys and I hope these guys they I hope they go on more college tours and make a point of being late and make a point of actually acting shifty and shady in the background, just because it's apparently such an easy way to fuck with suburban white college moms.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
magnificent.
Yeah, I mean it's that or impregnate their daughters. So I mean that the second one's pretty funny, but the joke lasts a while and costs a lot of money.
Both good. Both good. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, if you're new to the show and you haven't actually been on midweek before, we have a link to our Discord down below on the page, and you can click it and join the waiting room. And shortly, we are going to roll and just drag people in and hang out with us, as we do.
Kind of a sparse crowd in the waiting room tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
They might just not have like switched in yet. I don't know. Oh yeah.
Oh, there they go. There they go. There they go.
There we go. That's good. It's good. And I'm gonna fix my hair because I don't want this fucking mop up here.
That's right. Yeah, just push it over to one side and then coat the other side in saran wrap and call yourself Jonathan Davis El Baptisto Zorg.
No, not gonna do that. No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
It's not something that's happening.
That's
Jesus
totally
Christ.
a thing that should happen.
Do you guys belong to Dankula's Discord? Dankula's Discord doesn't exist anymore. It got shut down, yo.
No. What the fuck? Why?
I think it actually got shut down for all the scat porn that was in it or something.
If it's anything like his Snapchat, then perhaps I understand.
Yeah, no, it was that Discord cultivated quite the interesting audience, that's for fucking sure.
They got all kinds of pissed. The problem was that they got all kinds of pissed off because apparently they were worried 9-year-olds would see my balls, and all I had to say is I'm not MOC, so don't worry about it.
That's true. Ugh. I don't want to think about fucking Amos E, man. Never again. Never again do I ever want to fucking think about that little dickhead. Ugh.
Well, you know, he's. I mean, the saddest thing is too is if there's one thing the last few years here on YouTube or here on the internet in general, we're not on YouTube, we're on Twitch. Praise be Zeus, praised be his name. It's actually it'll get worse. You will look back on Amos E and miss the days when things were simple.
Maybe. It's entirely possible. I don't know, man. It's the internet right now is completely crazy. I feel like we're at like a turning point where it's about to hit summer. We're gonna get to hit in the summer here pretty soon, and it's gonna be like kind of finally getting back to normal again. I'm looking for
Maybe. I mean, I do love the fact though that we're already starting to see the basically what is the new SJW cropping up right now. Now I was talking with Jeff about this beforehand, and some dickhead on Twitter, 40,000 plus followers. He's one of those I'm gonna save the Western man types.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy's been shitting his britches all week about representations in media. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, you're not going crazy. You've heard it before.
Right.
This is the guy who he had a little fit about a Doctor Who episode that came out last year, actually, in which they're walking on the frozen Thames, and there's a bunch of black folk and other races around in a time which England probably would have been primarily and predominantly white and English. But this is just the media trying to convince us that England has always been a multicultural place, and they're trying to destroy the Western man. Well, today he was ultimately, genuinely, deeply upset because a black woman was cast in France as Joan of Arc, which clearly means that it's just time for open borders and everyone convert to fucking Shia Islam.
Okay, before we get to that, a Noble Yeti with 200 biddies. Got to be early tonight. Anniversary dinner with the wife. Peace, my dudes. Pinkies up to you and the lady, a Noble Yeti. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Happy anniversary, dude.
Happy anniversary. England has always been fucking multicultural. I can tell you exactly why. When the fucking Romans made their way up into fucking England, they brought slaves. I mean, like, and what is multicultural even supposed to mean? Like, they go and conquer half the world and they bring people back with them. Like, fucking shut up. Whatever.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Making Joan of Arc a black lady And
Little
if you
silly.
try,
It's a weird casting choice. I'll say that.
if you wanted to do, well, think about it like this: if you wanted to do something like Romeo and Juliet, when they did the movie Romeo and Juliet, and they made it in like modern times and shit, they changed a bunch of stuff around.
Mercutio was
Obviously,
played by oh my god, and I love that fucking actor. He was in Oz,
yeah, he's
and
really fucking good.
it was really weird seeing him stand up and walk around too.
Yeah. And he was incredible. And obviously Mercutio was not black in Shakespeare's original play. Not that race ever came into his plays. Like, and it worked, and it was fine. It wasn't a big fucking deal. You could do the same thing with Joan of Arc. But if it's gonna be like, it's medieval France, everybody is a bunch of white dudes, and then there's Black Joan of Arc, that's a little weird, and it feels a little forced. And that's really the only thing is, if it feels forced, it's probably not the right choice.
Well, this is why I say we're gonna have the new SJW coming up, is because rather than actually
Othello, sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking of that myself. Yeah, but I mean, if we're gonna be, we're moving into this new era. The SJW party pretty much over. We've gotten to a point where even the mainstream media is starting to look at some of the cringy shit. Like we reported tonight on a report that was done on a story about a pink-haired Zorg who was trying to tell you to get your baby's consent to change their shitty diapers. I mean, we've come around the bend on that one, and now we're entering a new territory, I feel. One in which the screeching queens who are upset about representation in media are going to be coming at it from an entirely different perspective with the exact same verbiage. You watch. I've got a pretty good track record of predicting this shit. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
Probably, yeah. All right. We've got 10 people in the waiting room, so random number generator. And number 9. Sir's watching. And I have to unmute. There we go. Okay, Sir's watching. What's going on, man?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, and I'm gonna turn you up a little bit. I keep messing with my fucking audio settings, like my mixer board and shit on this, and I always fuck it up. How's it going, man?
Not bad.
Yeah? Sweet.
That sounds enthusiastic.
Sitting here in the dark at the moment.
Why?
Because it's getting later in the day and I just haven't bothered to turn the lights on yet.
Yeah.
Oh. Fair. Yeah, no, oh shit, now I know why the fuck everything's all fucked up right now. Hang on, I'm fixing this. 1 second.
Well, how's your week been? We're almost at the weekend, right? I don't know if that means anything for you. If you work in the service industry, I know it certainly doesn't, but
it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Did a little bit of yard work past couple weeks.
I tried to, but then they told me to get off of their yard. So, yeah, part of the problem with apartment living, like you step out to mow the lawn and all of a sudden, like somebody's like, get off my lawn. And you're like, I'm trying to mow it. And they're like, I'm not going to pay you. And they're like, well, that wasn't the deal I came up with in my head, fucker. And then the cops show up. It's a whole thing. So you did yard work. Anything else? I mean, have you just been doing yard work and trimming hedges all week?
Oh, no. Unfortunately, I don't have the physicality to do that.
Well, let me ask you. So we went over some funny ass news items today. What's the strangest thing you've seen all week? It can be in the news. It can be seen all week. Yeah, it can be in the news or it can be just something you've seen. What's the strangest thing you've seen this week?
To be honest, I can't really think of anything that's out of the mundane.
Okay, so you're just really, really high, is what you're telling me.
No, I'm not high.
Oh, why not? What's wrong with being high? Huh?
Well, I tried it once. Well, try is not the right word. More of accidentally consumed an edible, not knowing what it was, and that was a fun experience.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I told the story of what my flight home.
I believe I told that story the first time I was on.
I kind of remember that. I'm getting better because I'm not drinking as much anymore. But no, I will say, I think honestly, I think the cannabis gods invented edibles so that you could eat them knowing what you're getting into, but really primarily for long flights. Now, did I tell the story about what happened on the flight back from Phoenix?
No. What happened?
No, but
Oh, no,
probably
it
a
was-
good time.
Oh, it was brilliant because the flight out there was fucking miserable, right? We sit on the tarmac for 2 hours before they say there's an oil leak and we can't fly in the plane. Then we get on another plane, sit on the tarmac for another hour and a half, finally take off. So I'm thinking, fuck American Airlines. Why would I ever fly these people again? So I'm on my way back, and one thing I've noticed flying from different parts of the country back to New England is that when you fly out to a place from New England, it's always a packed flight. When you're flying back to New England, it's very spacious because who the fuck wants to come here? So on the way back, I get on this flight. I get stuck on while I'm getting on the plane. I ate about like a piece of this candy, nice big edible candy, very high potency. Starting to set in. I'd had a good week. I'm getting on the plane. I'm behind these elderly people who can't figure out how their fucking luggage works. So I start kind of flirting with the flight attendant because she was pretty cute. So I flirt with the flight attendant a little bit, and then I get back to my seat. And even though it's mostly empty flight, I'm seated next to this little old lady and towards the back of the plane. Now, once it's clear that nobody else is getting on the plane, I decide I'm going to take the row behind her in front of me just so I could stretch out and sleep. As I'm getting up, this same flight attendant's like, no, you have to go forward, follow me. So she brings me up to the emergency exit row with all that extra leg room, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm up there, and at this point, the shit's really kicking in. So I'm like, I got all this leg fucking room. Yeah, I love this. I am so high. It almost makes having to go back to New England bearable. So while I'm flying on this thing, I'm just, high as a kite. I'm like, I feel like having a soda. I call a flight attendant. Guess who shows up? That same one comes around, and I'm like, hey, can I have a Coke? By the way, just curious, what's the prices on drinks on this flight? And she's like, what would you like? I'm like, oh, it's just like, how much does a whiskey cost? And she's like, don't worry about that. I've got you. Comes back to me with 2 bottles of Woodford Reserve. And, she's like, I hope you have a great flight. And then I sat and I was high enough and I had a drink in my hand and I was watching The Greatest Showman on Earth, in which Hugh Jackman sings a bunch of songs with Zac Efron, but I was high enough to tolerate it. was all enough a great song, and that's why, like, honestly, after that flight, I've kind of come to a solid personal conviction that edibles were actually invented by people who don't like flying.
That's fair.
Because they're fucking perfect. Also, TSA never picks up on them. I got stopped by TSA on the way through. I've got like a whole bunch of cannabis products in my fucking carry-on. and they stopped me because I pressed a flower that I picked in the desert in my journal and like, oh, we just need to make sure this isn't drugs or something. Like, no, I haven't got no drugs of any kind. No drugs, even, not even in my body. I don't do drugs. I live a clean life. I have a clean lifestyle. I have no
idea what you're talking about.
No idea. If you find anything in there, it was probably planted there. It was planted there by the fucking multiculturalist globalists. That's what they were doing. So yeah, all in all, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that flight. So I wouldn't write off edibles. Granted, you ate one and you didn't know, but consider it something to revisit, like a monster. You're gonna fight head on just to prove who's boss.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not really my thing, to be honest.
Well, fine then.
It's
Just
definitely not my thing either.
Shit all over my stories and experiences.
It's
I feel like
definitely not
I've never felt so much like a black Joan of Arc.
What? I pay you the courtesy of listening to that shit, and then you gotta pull this.
Hey, Nick, he did not. Oh shit! Damn it! He did not consent to that story. There we go.
But I thought I saw eye contact.
Nick.
I thought there was eye contact and
Fuck is wrong with
random
you?
flailing of muscles that you couldn't fully control. That's my mistake. See, this is what I get for like assuming that because somebody makes eye contact with me that I can have sex with them. Not making that mistake again.
Probably a good idea. Anyway, speaking of smuggling things on an airplane, I had a friend of mine show up. He came to visit. I hadn't seen him in a few years. He went down to San Francisco and got a job bartending down there. And it got to a certain point where San Francisco was so expensive, what he would do was he had a house in Las Vegas, and he lived there, but he would work in San Francisco. So he would fly over once a week and just pay money to like sleep on a couch. and work, and then fly back to Las Vegas for his house for the other 3 days of the week. He'd only work 4 days, but he made a shit ton of money because he was a bartender in San Francisco. He decided he was going to come and visit me, and I pick him up from the airport, and he's laughing hysterically the whole fucking way through. And I'm like, what the fuck is so funny? He's like, don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. What the fuck is going? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. So we get in my car. We're finally a mile away from the airport. And he's like, thank God. I didn't think I was going to get through the airport with my antibiotics. And I'm like, what do you mean your fucking antibiotics? And he opens this giant pill bottle full of these capsules. And he's like, these antibiotics. And he shows it to me. And I look. As I'm trying to drive, I look, and it's like Fluoxetine, something. It's antibiotics. And I'm like, okay, what's the big deal? And he's like, no, seriously, my antibiotics. And he cracks it open on a CD case and starts tapping out cocaine.
That's yeah, no, that's some pretty solid medicine right there.
He smuggled a lot of cocaine on an airplane. Like a fucking lot. Like, go to prison for like 30 years amount of fucking cocaine. It was fucked up.
Wait a second, are you trying to tell me that TSA is unprofessional?
I don't know.
I don't believe it.
Oh my
It's
god.
like, you see that, and suddenly, in a split second, you become the most paranoid motherfucker on the highway. It's like, all of a sudden, everyone is fucking watching you. You just know it.
God.
I love how it's like, edibles aren't really my thing. Oh god, dude, I know that feel of having like a full brick of cocaine in your car. Damn.
Yeah.
February 2017 was a hell of a month. What?
When was that, actually? I can't remember. All I know is that ended up being like a really fucking nuts weekend. And I
imagine so.
I at one
Cleared
point had
all
to...
of it, cleared up all of your infections, didn't you?
I had to pass him off to our other friends and be like, you have to take care of him for a while because I need a break, because it's just getting a little insane. Sestra sent us a bunch of biddies and said, we still have to talk, Nick.
Okay.
Yes.
What did I do?
I don't know. You did something.
But I'm always... What? One of these days, I'm going to do something and remember it. Then when I get to talk, I'll know what it's about.
Right. Probably. Maybe. Just make sure that you get consent.
Or else the thing will be on your case about it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Well, that thing,
The
listen,
thing is watching.
Listen, no,
It's watching right now.
I will not have the funnest member of the Fantastic Four's name dragged into the mud by that thing. That's not the thing. That's that thing. That's actually, let's leave it up to chat. Chat, what's the best moniker, the best title, the best name, the best nom de plume for this unwashed paintbrush that we had on the screen just now. I'm going to be looking...
thinking about it, it wouldn't surprise me if its chest cavity split open into a giant mouth and a miniature version came out of it.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
just saying, not sure if we need a flamethrower, but we might need a flamethrower.
See, that's the exact sort of thing we need to go find this with this woman here, and we need to ask her directly. It's like, do you still believe in consent, given the fact that you breed via pods that, throw symbiotes onto people's faces before you hatch out of your fucking chest? Goddamn xenomorph bitch. Pink hair. I could see beyond that pink hair. In fact, somebody, if they want to Photoshop that pink hair onto a xenomorph so we can compare that side by side, perhaps on next week's show, that would be appreciated. Because I've got a theory and I'm feeling pretty solid about it.
It would certainly explain Alien Covenant very well.
The pink stink. Pink
nothing is. Maybe you can explain Alien Covenant, but nothing's going to excuse Alien Covenant.
Ridley Scott needs to stop.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I love the man, but he needs to stop.
Or just hand it over to J.J. Abrams so that he can start a thing, call it his own, and then just abandon it.
Oh man, it would be like Aliens, but with lens flares.
Lens flares and lots of diversity, and lots of directors who are not J.J. Abrams, even though he'll take credit for all of it.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Because, I mean, I loved Lost, and my favorite part about Lost was getting completely lost with the finale that JJ decided, hey, guys, listen, I know I hired you all on as interns, and now I call you staff writers, and, everyone thought I had a plan for it. I'm leaving it up to you to figure out if that's true, so I'm going to fuck off and go make other shows.
Right. Well, sir, is watching anything you want to shill? Anything you want to promote, my dude?
Not a whole lot. Although, for people looking for things that are cringy and disgusting,
yes,
there's this channel called the RPG Monger.
The RPG Monger. Okay.
And basically what he does is he has this bi-weekly series called the Fandom Files, where he goes into fandoms and tells you all of the worst shit that comes out of them.
Okay.
The videos he did on K-pop fandoms is insane. Stalking, mass harassment campaigns, people's apartments getting broken into, people being driven to suicide by people constantly just... Like, one dude's mother got poisoned by a drink that was given to him by a staff member that a fucking anti-fan had given the staff member. It's crazy shit.
Yeah, that's wild.
Why?
Because K-pop is insane.
Is it? Jesus Christ. I mean, wow, you look at a fucking PAX East convention, you're like, whoa, this is a crazy fandoms, bro. It's like, not the Koreans, like all other things, have a few degrees on everyone else. So that's fucking terrifying.
If you're willing to poison somebody over the fact that you don't like their music,
yeah,
you got problems.
I mean, I'm not saying.
But for anyone wanting to lose even more of their faith in humanity, check out the RPG Monger.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that sounds great.
The very fact that a Korean woman was poisoned and the Paul brothers still roll around saying it's every day, bro, is...
It's every day, bro. All right, buddy. Anyway, so that just sent me down a weird Googling track. I'll have to take care of that in here in a minute. But Sir is watching. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, you guys too.
안녕하세요.
Late.
No, I remembered a million years ago I was actually part of and at one point ran a forum for online RPGs, like text-based RPGs. And I was really curious. Well, once he mentioned like RPG Monger and fandoms and cancer and things like that, I wondered if they were still up, and I went and I looked, and sure as shit, they changed hands a few different times, but sure enough, there's still people telling stories about some of the most god-awful things to happen in text-based role-playing. What the fuck? Yeah, I can tell you some fucking stories about that shit. Holy dick.
That's... I think we'll save that for another stream. Let's roll and see which degenerate is going to be next on this abysmal failure of a show.
Yes, this insert joke. I can't fucking think right now. That destroyed my brain, dude. That destroyed my brain thinking about that.
Let's bring your brain back a bit. Actually, Discriminator says Pink Prowler.
Pink Prowler. That's pretty good.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Let's see. Pink Stink, used unicorn tampon. I do not consent to that color. Sandwich. I think I'm just getting into random posts now.
I don't think we've ever had this person on. Their name is Little Goblin.
Little Goblin.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's Lil Goblin?
Give me.
Do you rap to trap
the Twitch one? No, you have already made that joke before.
Oh, I don't remember. So apparently I found it funny
not
twice.
You. Shit. It was actually Jeff that did it months ago when my friend Tagathia decided to make a donation, say how that my dick was the best.
Oh, that your dick was the best.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember any of Jeff's jokes.
So your dick precedes you.
Something like that, yeah.
technically, every man's dick precedes him unless he's walking backwards.
Or they're very large. Or they're very, very large. Or have a very big nose.
Oh, it's like that. I mean, I think it was The Knife. It was that great song, and it was like poetic as fuck lyrics. It went, "I keep my dick hanging out of my pants so I can point at what I want."
Okay.
Words to live by.
Yeah, that's poetry.
I'm a small business owner. You're not familiar with The Knife, are you?
No, I am not familiar with The Knife.
You will be. You will be. You will be.
I have no idea what the fuck you're even talking about. What?
It's a musical group, and there's a song that goes, "I keep my dick hanging out of my pants so I can point at what I want."
Okay.
It's the kind of shit you discover when you live in Philly.
I guess so.
All right, by the way, I just want to say thank you, Squigums, for making me come on.
Oh, we can blame Squiggums.
Oh.
I was on the chat, and Squigums just say, "Hey, get on!" And
Congratulations, Squiggums! You made a man come onto the show. Consider your night complete, my dude.
Oh man.
So what's all right? So what occupied your day today? And also, I want you to answer: what's the strangest thing outside of communicating with Squiggums? What's the strangest thing from all week?
And nothing. The only thing that's happened that was not really good is just I nearly fell down the stairs to my room and fucked up my knee.
Oh no! Fuck.
Did you still make it in your room though?
Oh yeah, it's only like raw and shit, but I made it up.
Fuck those stairs. You won.
Since today was my day off, I decided to just go to the mall, go to the Pizza Hut, and go watch Super Troopers 2.
How was it?
Yeah, it was fun. I haven't actually watched the original. I just, day off.
Oh,
gotta do something.
Oh man, I forgot that was coming out. Like fucking hell, man.
Yeah, Super Troopers actually. Well, I mean, they filmed it in Vermont, and living next door to Vermont here in New Hampshire, I was trying very, very hard to find out who was the casting director behind that, so I could fucking just pester my way into an audition, but didn't happen. Because I mean, you've seen the movie, and tell me I wouldn't have been awesome in it.
Wait, could you repeat that?
You've seen the movie. Tell me it wouldn't have been more awesome with me in it.
I guess.
There you go.
Ringing endorsement.
By the way, I'm not American.
Hey, no, it had that sort of tinge, like, I think I have to say this, and that's the kind of consent I like. It's not actually consent, but it's legal.
That's true. That's very true.
But yeah, there was a lot of Canadian versus American humor, and a lot of it went over my head. A lot of dicks. Yeah. A lot of dicks, though.
Really? A lot of dicks?
There are a lot of dicks.
I mean, that's fine.
Can't be surprising.
I was surprised that the movie was rated PG in my country.
It's like, well, I mean, not to expose your personal info there, but I mean, like, what country is it?
Iceland.
Iceland. Oh, yeah. I mean, that country was founded on pictures of dicks.
Which reminds me, you may be a Finn, but you're not true Scandinavian.
I hear that all the fucking time. Who decides that?
You are the red-headed stepchild of Scandinavia.
You know what? Who tried to make that the case? Like, who tried to kick the Finnish out of Scandinavia? You know who it was? It's nothing but fucking filthy-ass Swede propaganda. Why? Why? Because we fucking kicked them out of our country after they genocided our culture. Fucking pricks.
Well, here's the thing. I'd rather have the Finns than the Danish.
That's true. Yeah.
Now, well, here's the thing. The last time I actually spoke to a person of Icelandic gender, ice self. Yeah. The last time I did was actually Birgitta Johnsdottir.
Yeah, the one that was part of the WikiLeaks, right?
Yeah, she helped found WikiLeaks, and she was like founded the Pirate Party.
Birgitta Jonsdottir.
Yeah, what is the public sentiment around the mouse who roared? I'm curious.
I'm not a social person. I'd say, yeah, more whistleblowers, please.
I don't like people in general, and lots of people look at her, so I like her a little less. I get you. So, well, yeah. I'll say, wonderful woman, bit of a prima donna. Is that a common thing in Iceland? Is everyone very important there?
No, you're very a solitary bunch. We'll be polite. That's definitely what we're going to be. We sort of keep to ourselves. I mean, Iceland is like our capital is basically just like a medium-sized town for you Americans.
Right. It's most Scandinavians are very polite. Most Scandinavian cultures are extremely polite. But yeah, no, I've heard that from Icelandic people before too. They're not necessarily the most sociable of people. Whereas the Finns are like backwater yokels of Scandinavia, and they love hanging out with everybody.
What is this weird Greek here? Clause of violation. Jag hatar svenska sa mitt. I'm sure I'm fucking...
Men jag också talar svensk språk.
What's that mean? What's he saying about me? Tell me. I can't.
I don't know what your show.
Oh, it's in the chat, and I'm sure it's somebody talking shit about me. It's like when you hear a bunch of like Spanish speakers, and they're just talking about their day. It's like, what'd you say about me?
Yeah. This is. I think this is that's probably a Norway guy.
Gotcha.
Oh, see, I don't understand this because, like, I mean, I come from Irish and Jewish stock, and we're just kind of used to everybody not liking us and not giving a fuck, and so it's like, what is all of this like? Why can't the Finns and the Danes? Why can't y'all just get along like the Palestinians and the Israelis do?
Because it's so much fun to shit on people.
Yes, I know, but I mean, like, it's more fun is building a little mini country that you don't recognize as a country and then making them stay there. Why can't the Finns get in on this, or why can't the Finns be cordoned like this?
I believe it's because they're basically Slavs.
Oh.
All right.
Where's your Adidas gear, Jeff?
You know what?
Honestly, here's the thing. Well, no, here's
oh my god.
No, here's a quick thing.
They're sort of amalgamation of Scandinavian and Slav.
Well, to everyone watching, if you're so interested, right, and if you'd like to see this happen, you go on and go over to Streamlabs. If you draw, if we can get normally it's like $50 to get a death shot, but if we can get up to like $100. Jeff and I will both do this the Sunday night show in proper, in Slav formal wear, that meaning Adidas tracksuits, and it'll be the best. It'll be the best YouTube's. It'll be like YouTube Saints Slavic edition, and we'll just do the whole show squatting, and then I'll show you how to make drugs out of whatever happens to be under your kitchen sink.
I wonder if I can even squat in this chair, maybe. Maybe I can do it. I can't really see it. I don't know. I'd have to figure this out. I'm sure there's got to be a way that we can squat. We'll have to tilt.
So Jeffrey, tell me how is life out in your Oregon? Yeah.
My dude, it is going very good, but I'm not winning any of my dice games in the alleyway.
This I tell you honestly. Shit. The fact that my pants are not tracking. There we go. See, this is the thing. I'm actually I come from Russian stock, so this is just a natural. Is everyone says it's oh, you're sitting like Spider-Man. It's no, I'm sitting like my ancestors. Okay.
Jeff, are you okay?
I am. I almost wasn't. I was falling backwards, but I caught myself and just slid.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to do the rest of show squatting in order to make money so we can all buy Adidas tracksuits. And then I can finally go to my sister's wedding in style. Yep. Yeah, while he drinks a fucking Corona. Oh wait, he can't hear me. Cummies. Steel Panther is the greatest band ever invented. Come on, join in. Come on, you're here. You get to do this too.
I've never really, yeah.
It's strange because as he does this, he looks less like a Slav and more like a primate. It's confusing, isn't it?
It is very much so.
That was beautiful, man. I felt like I was watching like Olympic ice skating just then.
I'm dizzy.
I'd hope so. You did a lot of spitting without even sitting. So yes, everybody throw money if you want to see Slavic. We'll probably do it anyway, but I'm sure Jeff owns a whole Adidas tracksuit anyway.
I do.
I thought so.
I do. Yeah, I totally
You own a fucking hamburger costume. Of course you have an Adidas tracksuit that you don't go running in.
Yeah, no, it's funny because like my average everyday gear, I have like YouTuber t-shirts, offensive shirts, weird shit like I Heart strippers, things like that. 3 pairs of pants that I cycle through, but I have trunks and trunks and trunks full of costumes. Like I wear the same shit every fucking day, but I have all these costumes. It's just what I do.
So you're not saying memory lets you. You're saying memory doesn't make you wear some of those.
In the bedroom, costumes in the bedroom. Sometimes.
One fuck Canuck in the chat there says Jeff was in Corn. Of course he has goddamn Adidas tracksuit.
That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I mean, like, when I put my hair back, half of the people think I was in Fleetwood Mac. And I'm like, yeah, of course. That's why I have Christmas ornaments dangling from my belt buckle.
So, for instance, he makes you wear the hamburger costume and tells you to give her your quarter pounder.
Oh,
I fucked around with Stevie Nicks' niece once. That was weird.
You fucked around with Stevie Nicks' niece?
Well, she said she was Stevie Nicks' niece. I don't know if she was actually just lying or some shit, but she might have been. She might have like legitimately actually been Stevie Nicks' niece.
Sunday night, the conversation's gonna suddenly turn into like, yeah, somehow randomly I ended up like bum fucking the what's that baby? The Lindbergh baby, yeah. Bitch was old, but you know she knew how to take it, right? Yeah. What the fuck? Do you have a personal history with the Lindbergh baby that I'm not aware of, Jeff? Is that what this reaction is? It's like
you have to put in the caveat that they were all growing up, or it gets real weird, man.
Well, as long as you got consent.
There we
go. Demonetized. Yeah, look at that. That's how quick that happens.
No, it doesn't really take much these days.
Well, see, the worst part is this is me doing this sober. I mean, Christ, I almost missed the days in which I put back half a bottle of absinthe and then a whole bottle of wine and we'd create a show.
I did think about getting some drinks after I came back from home, but the only thing I have left is like not that much of Maker's Mark bourbon, and I don't like getting bourbon straight up. I prefer Scotch.
One fucking I asked Jeff if she was Stevie Nicks' niece. Did you do a rail out of her ass?
No. This is before I really had discovered drugs, so no.
YouTube saying it's ruining pink hair for me. It's like it wasn't ruined for you already. Really? I mean, between that and septum rings.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with septum rings. I like septum rings.
Well, I just remember, like, what was it, like a little over a year and a half or so ago. Yeah, I had a good. I'm not gonna say dating because that would put too much emphasis on things, but yeah, no, I mean, I was seeing a hostess from down the street, and there was the whole thing with a chick with the septum ring, and she's like, well, yeah, blah blah blah. And we got into a conversation. I'm like, I'm sorry, septum rings just scream of daddy issues to me. And she's like, I have a septum ring, and the only thing I could say is case in fucking point. She kept coming around afterwards, which tells me that the whole daddy issues, broken personality thing was actually true. Hey, how's that?
Kinda, yeah. Kinda. I mean, it depends. It depends on the person. Like, I don't know. I haven't had any of my nose piercings in or whatnot, but I never had any fucking daddy issues. So I don't know.
Well,
I didn't. I can fucking hear you people in the chat already. Like, okay, whatever you say. I didn't.
Now I'm gonna look at the chat. Nose rings probably does anal, especially on you. Banjay Blade says. Oh, that's why I've considered getting one. Says Chatmore.
Hey.
They get too mouthy. Pull on it. Said Excremator. Just popping in to say hi. Says Anna Hada Hearts.
Yeah,
you missed the whole thing about septum rings, darling. You're all about it. I did not. Jeff 2018. Pinky's up for Jeff's daddy issues. JT Yearsley. And that's all the freebies you get.
Anyway.
So yeah, you got anything you want to promote? Shill, pimp, pour out.
Well, well, the only thing I have promoted that I'm doing, I posted it already in Cross. Was wondering if people were interested in doing a Pathfinder game because I want to roll them bones.
Ooh, Pathfinder. I wish I had. So. Oh yeah, I see it. Cool. Yeah. So anybody who's interested, it's in the Discord. In cross promote, and he's looking to do a Pathfinder game. I wish I could get the fucking time together that I could dedicate it to playing some RPGs. I miss playing RPGs so fucking much.
My current GM decided to make like a 5-week break, and I just character for a game, and he was going to be a kleptomaniac goblin who was afraid of fire.
Wait, what with the what goblin?
Kleptomaniac goblin who was afraid of ire.
My GM is I made a character for her game, and she is like the same person that said my dick was great. I made a character who was finally a character I've been dying to play, a thief, a goblin thief who is afraid of fire but will steal anything that it isn't bolted down.
All right.
That sounds like me at any given hotel.
Well, you are a Jew, right?
Listen, there's a reason I have a full complement of silverware in my in my drawer there. It's
but
like, this is lovely.
I don't have anything else to promote other than if you get the chance, check out John Cleese's tour. He is going to make one more tour before he dies. And I already got a ticket. I'm going to go there with my dad.
Catching John Cleese live would be like one of those lifetime milestone moments, I would say.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And that's going to be his last tour, so
he's going to be in Concord on the 20th of September there, Nick.
Is he?
Yeah.
That will be happening.
Okay.
That will definitely fucking be happening.
He doesn't come anywhere near the fucking West Coast. What the fuck? Really?
Yes. Oh, holy shit. I'm going to see John Cleese live. I had no idea that was happening, and now I know
get
it's
your
20...
tickets soon, man.
Well,
do it, dude. It's John Cleese, man.
No, I'll find a way to make it work. Goddamn, it's John Cleese. I have to. I got no choice.
Yeah, other than that, there's also another stand-up happening, which is Jeff Dunham, which he's okay, but he
comes around here all the time, and honestly, if I want to hear a bunch of fucking like mindless puppets talking dumb bullshit, I'll just check into a drama stream.
Yeah. But my dad bought the ticket. He was a fan, but
goodbye, chat. Can't see you no more.
And another event I'm going to, which is going to be June 5th, is Jordan Peterson. He's going to have a talk, and I decided to catch that.
Are you gonna bring him? Bring some lobsters. Yeah, boy.
Gotta go out for a lobster dinner.
Actually, just bring a Kermit the Frog hand puppet and sit it on your shoulder like it's your child. And it's like, well, he's a young one. I wanted him to see what he could grow up and become.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys go and get the announcement. But before, I want to do parting words which is something that I live by. Okay. This is going to be slightly religious, but whatever. It's wisdom of Odin, Havamal before. Hast thou a friend whom thou trustest well, from whom thou cravest good? Share thy mind with him, gifts exchange with him, fair to find him oft.
Translated in a 21st century speech. Miss me with that gay shit.
But yeah, the Halvamál are just my shit because Odin was a cool dude.
Damn right, man. Damn right. Well, cool.
Wednesday is my favorite character.
Mr. Wednesday. Yeah. Okay, I get it.
It was really great to get on, and you guys are good. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too, man. Appreciate you. Have a good one, buddy.
Sæl og blessaður.
I am so happy that conversation led to me knowing that John Cleese is coming to my state. Well, not my state, but this place.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way that I can get. I'm looking at like ticket prices for the closest one. Like he comes to Colorado and he comes to Salt Lake City, but the flying out of Eugene to any of these places is dog shit. So it's like, fuck, man. Am I gonna get to see John Cleese? I don't think so.
I mean, I'm actually gonna be heading out to Oregon in August. So
yes, you are. Yeah. We're making that happen. That is absolutely gonna happen.
And this sofa, which, I mean, this is all, I mean, like, if I was back at my house and not in the fucking Starship Enterprise, this sofa turns into a bed.
Okay. So,
yeah.
So what?
So you can sleep on that thing.
I am not coming to New Hampshire.
Well, it's not as bad as they make it out to be. It actually is, but
yeah, no, man, no. Like, honestly, anybody who has never experienced summer in Oregon, if you ever experience it once, you'll realize why I am only traveling when I absolutely have to, because this is like this whole fucking valley that I live in turns into fucking Fern Gully. It is a fucking majestic, amazing fucking place. It is incredible.
Yeah. Except late September is also when like all the leaves start changing here, and the air's it's so crisp you would think it was made of Sprite.
Okay, I would say New England in the fall actually probably does sound pretty good. It does sound pretty good.
That's the one time, like during the summer I'm good because I can ride a motorcycle around with like 5 handguns strapped to me and no helmet on my motorbike. But and then fall comes around, it's like, oh, it's pretty and it smells so nice. There we go. Oh, and then winter shows up and I'm like, can someone please kill me? I will crowdfund for an assassin.
That's right. Let's see. I'm counting. Oh, okay, cool. Next up on the show is Decidious. What's going on, man?
Second.
It's one of my favorite breweries around here. So, you there, Decidious?
Oh, he is. He's just getting his shit sorted out. JT Earsley says, I'd move there if the property taxes weren't so fucking insane. I know, dude. That's why Oregon is still good, is because it's so fucking expensive to own property out here. Nobody can afford it.
No, he's talking about New Hampshire.
So a year and a half, finally on here. So how's the blackest man on the internet and the perpetually undersubbed?
I'm doing well. And how's your sub count doing, Jeff? Wait. Oh. That was in reverse. Sorry. I just remember somebody talking about Jews one time, saying we were the original something or others. Never mind. Demonetized!
That's right! That's right!
That's right! Yellow coin!
Yellow coin, yep. The Black Hebrew Israelites, man. How are you doing, buddy? I haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on?
Oh, doing pretty good. Leaving the shit stain that is my boss for Tulsa.
Fair enough. Can
I get a resounding fuck James?
Fuck James.
Hey, James. I understand your asshole is prolapse, but do you know what it feels like to have a 98 Jetta drove up it?
It probably is that big because he is hitting that crack pipe with something fierce.
Well, listen, James, I mean, I know you thought she was pretty after that night at the club, but that Waffle House waitress, nah, just not worth it, mate.
Man, you think the Waffle House waitress is bad? What about that fucking Volkswagen Jetta he was banging in the parking lot? He wouldn't even stop when we asked him to. He had to get tased.
I had to get the goddamn police there, man. No, I hope you make a speedy recovery, James, and you can get back to fucking Chevy Cavaliers as God intended. You fucking cunt.
I just want him to fade into obscurity.
Well, the great thing about this show is like when this is posted to YouTube, especially, you can actually pull this show down. You can cut those clips out where we say, "Hey, James, listen, like the best parts of your life are over. You might as well just hang it up, bro. Just hang it up. Let's call it a day on the whole thing. Yeah, because you suck. Yeah, you can cut those parts out and you can email them to him.
Probably should go back because I know I've done a couple super chats of y'all saying that stuff.
Wait a second, hang on. Those got money?
Oh yeah.
And you tricked me into doing it for free, Jeff. Strike this man from the Discord.
Fuck.
Oh, so Smart Pigs would be happy to hear this. Oh.
So you got a hot new job, yeah?
No, I'm gonna be doing side work. Tulsa's trying to find me something, but I have enough contacts here in the Florida area that I'm just gonna do them. I mean, I only need about a handful of hanging ceiling fans and shit a week, and I already got my rent paid.
Oh, that's good. That's cool.
If not, I'll just steal James's work because
No, I'm sorry. The way you said it, it sounded like I only eat and I'm thinking like I only eat like a fistful of rice a day, uncooked. Keeps me sustained. That's what James expects. Now I'm gonna get to go make enough money to get myself a Happy Meal.
Well, I had a month where I kind of was doing that.
Oh, well, here's the thing. I mean, and actually, I'm hoping at some point we're gonna get Chef John from Food Wishes on the show. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Sounds good.
No, he's the fucking the YouTube chef that meant to get Eric introduced me to.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny dude and he makes amazing dishes. But here's the thing: is that all of the best food in the world was created mainly by poor ass people who just did the best with what they could and figured out how to make it work.
That's
Just
true.
throw shit in a pot and hope it's good.
Oh, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if you're ever back on the poverty diet, right? Let's say you encounter another James who doesn't pay you shit, because James, you need to pay your employees like you respect them and you want them to work. But you go
I wish you told him that. Smart Pig worked. He had about 100-hour paycheck over like a 2-week period, and James only paid him about $500.
Hey James, guess what?
They agreed to him being paid about $12.50 an hour.
James, guess what? Lawyers exist. You keep that up, you're gonna meet a whole bunch of them. You fuck.
Oh no, he's already had the labor union knock on his door.
Oh, wait until the Department of Labor comes around. That'll be fun too. But here's a great thing. And even if you're not poor, it's just a great, cheap, easy, quick meal. You take one of them Lipton pasta sides or Knorr pasta sides, right? You get the broccoli Alfredo one. Little tiny noodles. Just needs water, butter, and milk. You make that shit, but then you take that $2 artificial crab meat and you throw that shit in about like 2 minutes before it's done boiling into this thing. You take that out and then you make garlic bread using white bread slices and butter and garlic salt. And that shit, like you do it right, it tastes like a $40 meal. You can have a lady come over and be like, "What do you do?" "Oh, I work in general contracting." "What do you?" "Oh, well, what's your position there?" "Well, taste this fucking pasta dish from goddamn Fratello's. This is some Gordon Ramsay level shit here. You taste that and tell me what you think I'm making." "That's right. Yeah, I do. I clear 6 figures, baby. Like six figures in terms of my own figure. Lots of numbers in there."
I don't know. The best meal that I've cooked so far is sweet or apricot wings. You throw apricot preserves and Russian dressing inside an electric skillet, and the more dressing, the more sour. The more apricot preserves, the more sweet. Throw some chicken wings in there. Put a bit of a lot of salt or pepper, and just let it cook for about 45 minutes to an hour. A shit fucking bone. The bone. Serve on white rice with some green beans. Oh boy.
Oof.
I got a whole lot of tail in college cooking that.
As cheap as fuck as that is, like I'm salivating thinking of it right now.
Dude,
Holy shit!
I came in like probably after the first main ingredient, but like, oh my god, now I'm fucking super hungry.
Yeah, apricot preserves.
What you're going is like the sweet and sour sauce kind of feel from like these places.
That's fucking genius. See, this is why I keep telling Jeff, like, and he's agreed, but we need to just schedule it. We need to come up with like a Saints food show. Like,
we do, we totally do. I am actually a really good cook.
You also need to do Pornhub Saints.
Yeah, we do need to do the Pornhub Saints.
We'll get to that. Here's the funny thing, like when it comes to all of these brilliant projects that we're gonna get to and we're gonna make happen, when it came to the original YouTube Saints, this entire show was actually based off of a Photoshop.
Yeah, actually it was. Somebody randomly photoshopped us as the Boondock Saints, and we were like,
Yeah, it was after we had a fun stream. I was very drunk.
Yep.
And it worked out. And then and the thing was, is like, yeah, we're gonna totally do this show. And then like 3.5 months later,
we actually got around to doing it.
Yeah, see.
Well, see, we one of the reasons why we waited so long to get started with this one is I was working on production, the pre-production work to get a show off the ground with some other people. And I was the only one who was actually putting any work towards it. None of them really wanted to do any writing or planning for it. And so eventually, like, I was like, well, fuck it. If that's not going to happen, like, Nick, let's do the Saints thing. Let's fucking make this happen.
Yep. And then after about 2 or 3 weeks after he said that, I spent an afternoon and came up with a format.
Yep.
And that was the birth of the Saints. And much like your teriyaki jelly glazed wings, it was done
out of cook it for so long. Like, caramelize a little bit, buddy. It ain't just jelly glaze.
Listen, no, it's the same thing with this show. We've been doing it for so long. It's starting to turn brown and get a little sweet. I could drag that out a bit more. It's like, it's just like throw some salt on it, and it's a wonderful show.
Y'all made this actually. This is probably the best community I've actually been part of. Love everybody in this platform right here.
I love it too. I absolutely love it too.
Yeah, these people. I mean, like, you know, like in terms of cults ranked, right? We've got Heaven's Gate, Jonestown, Saints Discord. That's pretty much how it works. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that we ended up doing this, and the other one like didn't work out because right soon. I'll get to that in a second. Because the other one, I kind of have a feeling we would have ended up talking about like Joy Sparkle BS for probably the first like 3 months of the show, just because of how many people like were involved. Really couldn't stand Joy.
Yeah,
I'm really glad I dodged that bullet. Like, there's not something I wanted to be talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I know a lot of people like it, but honestly, it's boring and kind of fucking dumb.
Yeah, I just couldn't even.
If the whole shtick is like, hey, let's talk about YouTube and YouTubers all the fucking time. It's like, well,
YouTube drama, it don't last very long. It has a very high burnout rate.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? It's not even like a firecracker. It's more like, you remember those little poppers you used to get at the drugstore, and you could just throw them on the ground, and sometimes it explodes, sometimes it wouldn't. It's like, one didn't work. Well,
I'd say it's like I'd say it's like the snake fireworks. You know, you light it and it's like,
that's all.
Now it's just there like a little dick.
God, it's getting wet and now it's just gross.
Yeah. One Fuck Canuck said that we got to do another Amazon review special. I agree.
We've got. I mean, not to spoil anything, but we've got something actually much better in mind, because we came to realize that there are things such as Yelp.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, imagine this. A Philadelphia vegan cafe I'd never been to, and the review comes out something like, my favorite thing, 5 stars, favorite thing, the alpaca nachos. Best part about the alpaca nachos, I got to slaughter the alpaca at my table, and the best part about that is I brought the alpaca there, and everyone kept crying, and then police showed up, but all the same, nachos pretty fucking good with all that alpaca meat that I chopped up in the fucking center of the floor in that goddamn cafe while all those those hipsters fainted. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars. Can't wait to go back as soon as the restraining order's over. Yeah. I mean, if you want to see that kind of shit, we could do that kind of shit, you know.
We can do that.
But yeah,
yeah.
There's Yelp, there's Amazon, there's IMDb.
Ooh, yeah.
What are these places? They seem kind of unknown.
I'd love to review movies I haven't seen.
I'll review movies that I have seen and give them just the most bizarre fucking reviews possible. I'm into that.
Yeah, so I mean, this will be coming.
All new Mystery Science Theater guys.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm really down for getting sued.
Yeah, I've been. I've promised like 2 years ago or something that I was gonna do an audio overlay track for 50 Shades of Grey, because I've never seen it. I've never seen 50 Shades of Grey, but I would put myself in an altered state of mind, and I would sit down with my audio equipment and I would listen to the movie, and I would like try and record what I thought was happening, and like narrate the movie as it's happening, not being able to really understand what's going on. Actually, no, I gotta keep the movie on mute. That's what it is. Yeah. I promised some people like 2 years ago that I'd do that. I should probably eventually get around to it.
Probably should, but if it's anything like the Twilight movies, you just don't even waste your time. I watched the Twilight movies with the Riff Track guys, with Zarzim, Clay Teeth, and Fussy, and we watched all of them fucked out of our mind, and it was still god awful.
Well, see, the important thing if you're reviewing something like 50 Shades of Grey is to watch the movie perhaps without audio or whatever, and just comment like, "Wow, this is some lame ass like wannabe Kinkster shit." And then what you do is you lay your commentary over one of the Saw films.
Ooh, hey, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, see.
I don't know. I've seen more plot in softcore porn than what I've seen for 50 Shades of Grey.
You know,
it's the kind of thing like when you find out what's actually in those books and in those movies, and you're like, I've done worse things to women for years now. Wow, yeah.
I still have this footage that I recorded a while ago from old VHS tapes of softcore porno movies from like the Spice Channel that I haven't done anything with. I made a video like 3 years ago called Chest Hardhammer and the Temple of Sarkeesian, where me and Mems dubbed over this softcore porno film. It was great. It was a lot of fun. But I still have all that footage of a different film, and I haven't done anything with it. And it drives me crazy too, because it's an old Spice Channel softcore porno flick called Blade. And it has something to do with cloning, something to do with mind control and spaceships, but the majority of it is in this post-apocalyptic dystopian future where all these like dirty dudes are hanging out in this alleyway, and on this pedestal is like what's his name? I call him AIDS Rod Stewart. Gets up there and has sex with a lot lizard. This just really unfortunate looking crack whore, and everybody's like cheering on.
Yep. So pay attention to Jeff's second channel there. You can see the film debut of Liz Reptile.
Oh fuck!
Oh fuck!
Nick,
that'd be a really good.
God fucking damn it!
Movie,
is this one of those things where the joke was too spicy, or you're just worried you're never gonna get an erection again?
Second one.
Kind of both.
Yeah.
Welcome to MidWeek Saints, everybody, the show in which I torture Jeff with your help and your money. And
you know what? I don't even need $50. I need to forget.
There we go. Yeah. So yeah. Just,
thanks for that. Thanks.
Yeah, but you're welcome.
I love watching the delay going on right here.
I don't know which I'm more upset about right now. I hate you so much. And I don't even want to. I don't even want to.
It's okay. So do I.
I don't even want to express why I'm so upset about this.
We need to make a GIF of you spurging out right here, real quick.
Fuck you, Nick. Fucking sack of shit.
Well, I'd have a bottle, except we opened it and I only had carry-on coming out of Phoenix. Damn. That sucks to be me. Sucks more to be you, but sucks to be me too.
I feel like
All right, Jeff,
I was
Jeff,
lucky and I targeted the right brain cells. I think they're melting away.
I owe you an honest, straightforward apology though, because I thought that was a Corona instead. It's actually a Miller High Life, so I'm very sorry. One way or another, I'm very sorry. Okay, so while Jeff's internal organs and his entire digestive tract slowly melt some more, anything you want to pimp, promote, shill, whore out, kumite this shit. Come on, go for it.
I feel like it's always not really said, but I mean, we have the undersubbed right here.
Who?
Or my guy right
yeah.
here, easy peasy.
No, it's okay. Listen, I got my core audience, and YouTube has decided that I don't need the rest of them, so.
All 20 of us.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
It's okay, I'm one of them. You're good
That's
to
the
listen
important
to while
thing.
I'm working.
This is the important thing. It's not whether or not I can actually like maintain a YouTube channel that's healthy enough to actually keep my bills paid and my lights on, because I'm really good at not paying bills. It's about that I reach the right people.
What you gotta do with the bills is you gotta juggle them right. A lot of places.
No, I
build
build no. Listen, I've got a full roll of duct tape. I build forts out of all my bills. I don't even open them, because the thing is once you compromise the structural integrity of an envelope, it no longer works as a wall. And then like my own kid is just like, hey, is that a fort for me? Like, hey, go the fuck away, kid. No, this is my fort. Build your own damn fort after you get 3 months behind on your electric, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you have enough like bills to actually build like a 3-dimensional wall, so you could like crumple up those envelopes and use them as insulation.
Oh no, I crumble them up and I throw them at my neighbors, and they keep asking the rental company to kick me out, but apparently there's laws and shit, so that's fine. But aside from my channel, which everyone should go and subscribe to, was there anything actually have you found anything? Do you do anything? Have you produced anything? Do you found anything that really deserves people's attention?
No, I'm just an electrician, dude. I'm going to Tulsa for getting some of the boot knowledge. No, easy peasy. I think he's been mentioned a couple times.
No. Oh, and of course,
we need to play some more Monster Hunter. Actually,
we do.
I was just hanging out with Tentacle Bound, and he was like, "Fuck, dude, we gotta get Decidius and Dragaga and everybody, and just play some Monster Hunter."
And of course,
no, it would be amazing. You missed the Gold Dragon events. You could have gotten some like really upper tier gear for just tagging along.
I know. I heard.
We also can't forget our good friend James, whose prolapsed asshole is currently being sewn back together by ER staff.
James is sitting right between us right now.
Oh, I'd love to send you a picture. But I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of law against doxing him.
It's just that good, but all the same, James, we hope we manage to we hope the doctors manage to sew your ass back together. We're all very glad. We're all very
unsewn so Bubba in the prison can have a better time.
Well, yeah, but then when he runs off to Thailand to meet up with all of his lady boys, then how much fun are they really gonna have with that? He's gonna have to pay twice the amount he paid last time. James, yeah, that's right, James. Hey, James, guess what? Yeah, we're saying basically like you paid money to get fucked in the ass by a Taiwanese lady boy. So, hey, it's been great having you.
Thanks, man.
Right now, Chris Dangerfield is sitting like, what the fuck is wrong with that?
All right, cheers, buddy. Always a pleasure, man. We'll talk again soon. All right.
All right, see ya.
Oh my god, my throat hurts so bad right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but your brain didn't hurt as bad as it did, so.
Honestly, that was not cool. It wasn't cool.
I didn't know it would trigger flashbacks.
Okay.
You don't have to explain it.
No, I don't even want to fucking talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it.
So, do you think we'll do? What do we got time for? One more.
One more. All right, let's rattle them bones.
Genuine hope it's someone who's not been in before. It's always nice to have new friends come in.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if we've had this person before or not. Shit covered truth.
Wow.
Hey, what's up, Shit Cover Truth?
Fuck. I've been on a fucking bender watching Eric Andre show.
Yeah, you know what you should do before? You know what you should do directly after Eric Andre's? Mute the stream. There we go.
Yeah, I was trying to do it at the same time.
No worries, man. No, Eric Andre is fucking amazing, man. He's a goddamn comedy genius. Was he one of the Channel 101 people?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep. Yeah, actually, yeah, it was one of the cool things from that abysmal failure at which only 10 people showed up to, Kilroy. Yeah, Sean from Mrs. Milwaukee previously actually worked with Channel 101.
Yep, Eric Andre and the Tim and Eric show and everything. Yeah, he knows all of them.
Yep. So yeah, they all came up that way, and so yeah, and here's an odd bit of trivia as it turns out. Tim Heidecker does not like Eric Andre at all, apparently.
I wonder if it's because Eric Andre's just better.
Whoa, hang on. Well, that's a bold claim.
Yeah, I know. It's not like it's not like Adult Swim is free real estate. Yeah.
Bad. No.
At this point, yes, it is.
I don't fucking know when that
no, that's true. At this point, Adult Swim is kind of free real estate. It's kind of taken a dive lately. A little bit.
Well, I mean, shit. I mean, like, they let Dan Harmon run a show, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hey guys, I'm gonna do like a spice thing. It's like, fucking send you a video from my shower. Don't ask me about my divorce.
Oh God.
Yeah. I mean, that was his whole thing. Yeah. Now, it's a sad thing. I mean, like, Justin Rolian, brilliant fucking creator. Dan Harmon decided to just have himself a midlife crisis well after his midlife, apparently, so he could ruin a perfectly good show to the point where even Razorfist has to make fun of its fans.
That's true. Well, okay, so Shit Cover Truth, like, you're a big Eric Andre fan. This is the thing that I found is kind of an interesting thing is, among the Eric Andre fans, there's a little bit of a split. And actually, shit, before I ask this question, I need to shout this out. Chat Mort. Oh, shit. Subconscious Devil said, hey, guys, I'm actually able to catch the show. How's it going? It's Rice who said, YSN, YouTube Saints Network, news, cooking, gaming, art, and even porn. The only channel you'll ever need. And then Chat Mort said, I have nothing of value to add, just flaunting the luxury that is my triple-digit bank account. Hey, get it, girl. Get it. But now that I interrupted that, so Eric Andre, among Eric Andre fans, there's a little bit of a split. Some people who love Eric the most, and some people who love Hannibal the most. Like, which one are you?
Neither. I actually happen to think one doesn't really work too well without the other when it comes to that kind of format. They're both good on their own, but they shine best when they're together.
That's a good answer.
Without a straight man, Eric Andre is just pure unmitigated chaos.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like Hannibal kind of like helps to define Eric Andre's fucking madness into something more cohesive, and that
was kind of also the problem I found with Tim and Eric, though, is you had there was never any like straight serious character unless they were playing one, but even then it was still basically just like two retards on cable access.
I'm trying to remember what his name is.
I mean, the best. I'll be honest. I mean, and this might be a controversial opinion, but actually it shouldn't be. The best bits from Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job, were all very, very, very fucking clearly Bob Odenkirk.
No. John C. Reilly?
Okay, well, no, all right, no, yeah, okay, I did forget about. Yeah,
I'm
he got his own show.
John C. Reilly thing.
Yeah, actually, all right,
Yeah,
no, here's
dude,
all right.
I'm
Let me reframe it then. The best Tim and Eric bits were always other people's bits.
It depends, man. Like, I don't know. The fucking Beaver Boys is incredible.
It was decent. I mean,
White wine and shrimp cocktails. I have
Cinco Bank was probably my favorite.
That was good.
Do you live in a hole or a boat? No. Okay, I think you said boat.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Yeah, and that was clear. That was like watching old school Mr. Show right there. That's clearly fucking Odenkirk's work because he's the one who found them and produced them.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
There's a group of friends of mine up in Portland. They all live in warehouses for some strange reason, but they're diehard David Liebe Hart fans. And anytime he comes through, anytime he's anywhere within like 400 miles of Portland, Oregon, they will go and they will watch every single one of his shows when he goes on tour. They'll like follow him around in the Pacific Northwest. And the dude is just as fucking insane in real life as he is on Tim and Eric. He is a space alien. and I think that's one of the things about about the Adult Swim, like the old Channel 101 stuff, that I think is kind of universal. Because I've heard that about Eric Andre too. Like if you meet Eric Andre in real life, he is a fucking living shitpost, even just privately.
Oh yeah, especially in interviews. I've been watching a lot of his interviews too, and he did one for Comic-Con back in 2013. The entire thing, within 3 minutes, turns into the Eric Andre show, and he's just dicking around.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you have to watch him, or he'll fucking start just taking all of his goddamn clothes off. You know, he could be like in the Paramount Studios and shit, trying to give like an interview and whatnot. And if you're not careful, dude's gonna strip naked. Shit's gonna get weird. He's a madman.
That's the kind of entertainer we need in this day and age. You know, he's not the hero we deserve, but he's the one we need.
I agree. I absolutely agree. We should get Eric Andre on the show.
I think, yeah. I mean, like, you know, he keeps asking, but, you know, I guess we could probably clear a spot for him, right?
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, you know, it's like, hey, Eric, yeah, I saw this shit, but did you know I went nuts out on a stream one time and no one ever forgot about it? Hey.
That's true. You and Eric Andre have something in common. You pulled your balls out during a live show.
I did.
And
I still have more dignity than most of the people who try to make fun of me for it.
I think that's just how you have to succeed. I mean, you got to get those balls out there. I mean,
it takes big balls. It takes big balls to make it in show business.
It's true. It's true. They were very pronounced. I will say, fuck, no, I don't even want to say it, man. I don't know.
I was gonna say not this. We don't need to do this now.
Nah, let's not talk about it.
Go ahead, do it. Say it.
No.
Save it for Pornhub. Save it for Pornhub.
We'll save it for Pornhub. That's what we'll do.
Did you take pictures?
No, I didn't take any pictures of you, dick.
Why not?
Because it was already burned into my mind forever.
Oh, it was like one of those original photographs where the chemicals caused burns. Yeah.
Except the chemicals were the copious amounts of fucking substance abuse that I've been doing over the weekend, and the initial shock of having to see your fucking moose meat while I'm trying to take a piss.
It's like, do we have liter of whiskey? Liter of whiskey?
Get a liter of whiskey?
Yeah, full fucking like. Well, I still love it. Fun little story. We go to the liquor store. I get
yeah. Shit, I remember now. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a pint of Bullet. It was one of the smaller bottles of Bullet. Jeff goes for Evan Williams, gets what he thinks is a fifth. We're about like 5 minutes away. We're driving away, and he's like, "Wait a second, I bought a fucking liter of this shit." Somehow, despite the fact that he bought more than he thought he would, he still ended up having to get another one.
Yes, I did. Yes. No, I bought many bottles of whiskey and shared them with a lot of people. I was smart. I know what it's like when you're at a con, man. So I got the whiskey for later, and for the car ride to the resort, I got some airplane bottles and drank them in the car.
No, you didn't. That would be illegal. We did no such things.
Oh, I fucking did it.
Yeah, so did I.
But no, you know, if we can't get Eric Andre on the show, I think it'd be awesome to get Hannibal Buress, because I mean, he's the dude who fucking effectively took down Bill Cosby. That's quite a fucking feat.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, you might be able to probably get them on. I've seen them do quite a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
And if you're ever interested in watching somebody cringe, he did do Pop Trigger back in the day. And it was the most beautiful thing, because they couldn't handle him.
Right. I bet they fucking couldn't handle him. Holy shit. No, they do seem.
He brought up Bill Cosby, and like the whole room just fell silent.
Well, I'm not gonna go. I'd hate to unleash an internet mob on anybody, but I will say that to all those watching, to everybody in the Discord, if you want to go tweeting at Eric Andre telling him he needs to do this show, Strangely enough, he strikes me as the kind of guy who might actually do it just because a bunch of people are like, oh, it's a fucking terrible, retarded, awful, fucking awful, worst thing on YouTube. Yeah, it's like you should need to go do this and save the show. Maybe, I mean,
sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, be our first black guest. Right?
You got to diversify, man. If you expect to get big, you got to diversify.
Am I wrong about that?
Yes. We've had.
Don't even bring up Derek. He's a hardcore fan. That's honorary whiteness right there. He plays guitar better than I do.
That's true. He's a fucking some black guy is an amazing musician. He sells himself short, man. But like, you ever see if you pay attention to some black guy's Twitter, every now and then he'll be like, yeah, so I got fucking bored today, and there was this pretty cool hardcore fucking song I used to listen to back when I was in high school and shit. So like, I thought maybe I'd try and play it on the drums. So I'm gonna do that for you right now. So check it out. And then like the camera goes, and he's just like.
Yeah, he's one of those
fucking amazing.
Those like it's one of those things that just makes you realize life is inherently unfair because like you can't play a single instrument, but he gets to play 4 of them.
He's fucking lit, dude. He's so good at fucking music. He's amazing. I think that was a pretty good impression of Derek, by the way.
Wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't tell. I had to take a death shot because Nick made me think of a naked goblin.
Don't think about it too hard. Don't get too hard thinking about it.
It's not like I'm ever going to have an erection again anyway, so it's totally fine.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask a question I asked almost everybody else. What's the strangest thing you've seen this week, homie?
Fuck, you'll have to let me think on that for a sec. I see a lot of strange shit all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
That was better than the last couple times I asked. Come on, what do you got?
Probably a very, very, very stupid person
fucking your car?
Trying to act like they're the smartest in the room, then realizing, oh shit, I'm not. I've never seen that happen. I've never seen that level of self-awareness from somebody who is probably extremely mentally retarded.
I haven't live streamed all week, so I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
anyway.
This was in real life. Just I was just there.
Oh God.
Wow.
Wait, so they were basically trying to like convince people like they were the smartest motherfucker in the room or some shit.
Yeah, and it amazed me because everybody knows this person don't know shit about anything.
Wait a second. Were you hanging out with Destiny this week?
No, not this week. It's next week.
Okay.
That's next week. I'm sure I'm going to get an even bigger dose of this shit. Well, so we're closing in. We're well past 2-hour mark here. My bladder's about the size of Bill Cosby's legal bills right now. You got anything you want to shill, promote, pimp, whore out, anything like that?
The only thing I have to say is investigate 311.
That's a good idea. That's a damn good idea.
I will investigate 7-Eleven. They've got really good taquitos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
see, look at that. I completely committed what you said to memory, and then I gave it all away.
Anyway, so thanks so much for jumping on with us, Shit Covered Truth. Appreciate you, buddy. We'll talk to you again soon, all right?
Thanks for having me, and great show, guys. Great show.
Cheers, buddy.
That's good to hear.
So I have to bring this up because like ever since I don't remember what it was, you were talking about dicks for some reason. Dicks came up a lot this episode.
My dick.
No, it wasn't about necessarily your dick, but me and Mems found this like a million years ago.
Mems and I.
Really?
Grammar Nazi.
But you don't have my circle open, so you don't get to hear it. But you should go piss real fast and come right back. I'm gonna play some of this for the stream.
For the audience, yeah.
Every time I go to the bathroom, I don't know if it's because I have a long McThunder stick.
Long dick.
Or is this high water levels? But every time I sit down on that toilet, this what happens.
So before this starts, I'm just pausing it because I don't want them to be able to copyright strike us or anything like this. This is some classic fucking internet for you guys. It's probably only like 4 years or something like that, 4 or 5 years, but this is magic.
When I shit, my dick touched the water. My dick touched the water. My dick touched the water. When I shit, what happened? My dick touched the water. My dick touched the water. My dick touched the water. When I shit,
my dick touched the water. It's 8 inch in the coda. It's all brown like some cola. Yellow pea like.
I had to share it with you. Dick touched the water. It's very, very important that I share that with you right now. I blamed the death shot that I had to take to scrub the mental image out of my brain from all of the abuse that I have to suffer from my co-host. That's why this happens. That's why this happens. Only you can help prevent abuse by co-hosts. Please give generously to the SPLC. I don't know. Subconscious Devil, subscribe. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. mydickband.bandcamp.com. What the fuck is that supposed to be? What is that? My Dick's double full length release. Okay. Anyway, mydickband.bandcamp.com. What'd you miss?
Nothing. I wouldn't exactly say I missed it, Bob. What?
You missed some dick touch in the water.
my dick touched the water. This bathroom hot as the sauna. Turkey legs random Fiona. I need some tissue from counter.
So yeah, we got anything to catch up on?
My boo boo brown like some vulture. Look like a
some hardcore
soldier.
fucking hip hop,
Splashing
man, about some
powder
long
and
dick
powder.
touching some toilet water.
My dick touched the water. My
Wait, I
dick
know
touched the
this.
water. My dick
Ethan?
touched the water.
Okay.
Sorry. I just stopped it now. Okay, I'm good. It's all good.
No, it's okay. I mean, like, there's some things we'll never live down. And Ethan and his transphobic remarks about his dick touching the toilet water or the toilet bowl or whatever it was, I forgot.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
My dick touched the toilet water. I might as well cut my dick off now. That's right.
Well, it was about, like, it touching the toilet bowl. And, yeah, apparently jokes about cutting your dick off are transphobic now, because even though most of the trans women out there don't seem to cut their dicks off, it's still not fun to make fun of, except it is.
And I'm not complaining. Keep it. It makes it sexier.
Yeah, it's like, hot anyway. Body, brilliant personality, beautiful smile, but then chemical X. A dick. Yes, give her a dick. That's all you need to do to your cartoon women to make them super attractive. Demonetized!
All right. Yeah. No, we are we're definitely demonetized today. That's just how it's gonna happen. So and her giant head's behind random dude that I found to stick on there. What a fucking mess, man. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Everything's just bizarre. Totally bizarre.
I'll just try never mentioning Skeletor in your company again.
Please don't. Let's avoid that forever in the future.
I don't want to be good. I want to be evil.
Yeah. So
Want to play some Quiplash?
Okay, so anyway.
I don't want to hang out and party. I want to kill a bottle of Hennessy and fall in the pool.
Oh, these are such in-jokes that most people are not gonna fucking get. And it's fine. It's totally fine. I can't explain them. And if I explain them, it's just gonna be a fucking shit show. I'm just gonna.
I'll explain them.
Or we can just stop.
Yeah, we can stop. Do we have anything to catch up on?
No.
Okay. We've been here midweek Saints. Jeff may or may not be back for Sunday. We'll see. He's got that Colt Navy pistol, and if certain things keep banging around in his head, well, he might just decide to clean them out with a 45 round. But if that doesn't happen, we'll catch you over on Sunday, over on YouTube. Usual space, usual time. We look forward to your bants, to your wisdom, to your love, to your appreciation, to your undying loyalty. But in the meantime, go watch some Eric Andre skits and realize that that's the future of entertainment.
Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night. Hey, guys, we forgot something. We totally forgot something. We totally forgot this. Yeah, you need to go to twitch.tv/Caligator, CALIGATOR. Twitch.tv/Caligator for the after show. We love you, Callie.
My name is Philip.
I don't even know if they could hear us because the music was playing over us. Go to Caligator's channel for the after show. Twitch.tv/Caligator, CALIGATOR. That's it. All right, fuck off. Goodbye. Good night. Good night. Good night.